everybody, and welcome back to Odin's movie blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. How is everyone doing this evening? Welcome again to the One Man Low Council. We started just about on time. Brett Cantrell, what is going on, bruv? We got Tina in the chat. We've got Aiden Vickery. We got Mary with the first super chat. As always, Mary Vidalis Mayhem, thank you very much for the $2 donation via Streamlabs. Super chats for reasons. Well, Mary, thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. Always the support. Also, Sean Hackett, welcome to the channel as well. Jagan75, what's going on, bruv? Sticky V, hey man, hope you're doing as well as can be, and that you could keep most of your thoughts on positive things today. Sticky V, thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. And for the most part, I was able to. Absolutely. And yeah. So I will be able to hopefully get some more information to you guys tomorrow. Would be probably the soonest because there's still a few conversations that I need to have, and I want to make sure I'm able to get those conversations had before anything else. Also, I need to fix this really quickly. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, let me just do this really quickly. Alexander, what's going on? Here's the Geeks and Gamers growing further. He's hit a bump this week. Swig of water. Oh, he hit a bump this week? I know that a bunch of people were mad at him for defending James Gunn, but I didn't realize that he was actually losing subs. That's interesting. I thought his growth was so crazy that even like people leaving the channel wouldn't have had an effect on his overall growth. So that would be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Also, it's really great to read some of the comments for the video that I did today because there's a lot of people like calling me out as a shill and stuff. And it's like, dude, I'm literally just telling you exactly what the box office is saying and trying to use what little expertise that I have in order to, you know, to get it out there. Okay, now let's see. Now I've got the right chat. Now that I've got the right chat, I can move it over here. Because my chat's been messed up lately. Because I've had to change my name on one of my emails. And that has caused chaos here. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. So again, guys, unfortunately, just putting Odin will not allow me to see it. See your comments anymore. So if you want to contact me, please just put at Odin's movie vlog. I know it's going to be a lot harder if you're on a phone, but unfortunately that is what we have at the moment. I will do the very best that we can in the future to be able to fix this, but for now, this is how it has to be. Mr. Peabody, what's going on, bruv? Laura, Ryan stole my fanfiction store. What's going on? Laura says, hey man, thanks for the Captain Marvel box office breakdown. No problem at all, Laura. And again, I did it because I was once again hearing just a lot of people looking at the numbers. Here's the thing. There's a lot of people out there that are trying to do good. They're trying to look at the numbers because now they have access to boxofficemojo.com, or maybe they've always looked at boxofficemojo.com and they're just like, oh, but look at this and look at this and look at this giant number and everything. And it you know, it all makes sense. But at the same time, too, I'm like, all right, calm down, guys. Let's take a breath. Let's look at what we actually have here. And I'm not happy that the movie's doing well, but we can't also sit in denial of the fact that it is doing well. Peabody, what's going on, bruv? Mech says, I was wondering, do you think that the timing of Alita's release date may have had a negative impact on the film's box office performance? Well, there's always... You see, that is a good question because that is probably something that's been very heavily debated is, do release dates have an impact on the box office? I would say certain times of the year definitely have more of an impact than others. Would Alita, for example, have done better had it released over the summer? Potentially. The problem with it is that it still would have ran into the issue that it had, which is that it just was not made for American audiences. Just American audience in general don't go to see those types of movies that, you know, the manga or, you know, anime adaptation in that way, at least in mass droves. I mean, even looking to the more popular titles like Dragon Ball Z, those, if you were to make a Dragon Ball Z movie and if you were to, you know, have it marketed as such, that also would have a cap. You know, that would also only be able to go so far. So I think that release time could have had an impact, but I don't think it would have been a large enough impact to have any, you know, major change as far as the overall box office numbers are concerned. Good question, though. Sticky V says, okay, thank you very much again for that, Sticky V. So again, things are, you know, again, going about as well as they can go at this point, and more details in the next day or so. 8-Bit Snake Boy says, hey-oh, fan mail. Must be All Father's Day. Yes, indeed. I've got some fan mail right next to me. Cannot wait to open it. What's really funny is that I had to pre-open some of the smaller boxes just because me trying to cut on air, probably not a good idea because I get distracted enough as it is. And I found out what's in one of them because my little dog, River, who is literally like laying down making sure, like, she's keeping an eye on me, because you can see just like the tip of her right here. That's because her face is facing one of the boxes, because she knows there's chocolate in there. And she actually got one of the boxes out at one point and was literally like, you know, trying to eat one of the chocolate things. And so of course I got it out of her mouth as soon as I possibly could. But it was just so funny, and ever since then, she's like, she's got a taste for it, so now she wants it. She wants it even more, and so now she's like just laying next to it, like waiting, and she knows that I'm watching her now. So that Dion, what's going on, Dion? Appos Dyer, what's going on, bro? Alexander got your chat. Ethan. All right, so that's where I was left off. Ethan says, prayers out to you, Odin. No, you can't say much at the moment, but still prayers out to you. Ethan, thank you very much, man. Really do greatly appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Still want to talk to a few people before I make anything more public than it already is. Wish Upon a Vlog says, what's going on, Wish Upon a Vlog? I still have the bot recommending your channel, and I'm going to keep that on for tonight, because why not? Guys, go sub over to Wish Upon a Vlog. Had a really great discussion with her on Sunday on St. Patrick's Day, and she is indeed my Irish sister. Are you singing a song tonight? I had non-blondes in my head all day. Wait, you mean like, what's going on? That's right. Now it's going to be stuck in your head even more. Tina says, someone is calling you a Disney shill, Allfather? Yeah, seriously. They obviously haven't watched the plethora of videos that I've made calling out Disney, calling out Captain Marvel, among everything else. The problem now is that we have so many people that have gone so far off the edge that they just, again, they've become so obsessed with it that they're starting to state incorrect things. They're starting to falsify information, and that I'm not okay with. I think that if we can just keep it on the side of facts, that is where we win. We win when we stay on the side of facts. We lose when we start to go off into conspiracy theory territory. And I know that there's some channels that have kind of, you know, started to dive down those roads, and I'm not attacking them. I'm not saying that they're doing it out of anything other than them simply having an interest. But at the same time, I think it is leading a lot of people into this conspiracy territory, to the point where they're looking at these numbers and saying, good God, man, the numbers. And I'm like, oh, hold on. Let's have a better understanding of what those numbers actually mean. Just because a movie has a 71% drop from Sunday to Monday does not mean that it's going to lose money. Again, it's usually not a great indication. However, as I showed in my video today, almost every MCU film has had that kind of a drop, including films that have made over $1 billion, which is what, unfortunately, again, I don't want it to, but unfortunately, you know, Captain Marvel is going to probably make that much. Alexander says, whoever is mad at him at James Gunn defending is an idiot. He never defended a game. Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, he, you know, for whatever it is that he's, because obviously he's not defending James Gunn, but he still obviously is excited for Guardians 3, and I feel like a lot of us are in that situation. You know, I'm personally, I think, a little bit, you know, we had this debate on the Geeks and Gamers channel, and I by far was one of the persons that was probably most outspoken against him, and definitely defended Disney for firing him, because I think the comments he made were disgusting. I don't think that they were just jokes. You know, that's just my thought on it, just based on the context, based on how they're read. I think that there is enough there to at least warrant looking into something. I'm not saying he did anything. So I know that I'm one of the few people that's on that side of it, at least when it comes to that community. But it is interesting how so many people were just going after him for it. And it's like, guys, seriously, if you went to a channel, if you go to any YouTube channel expecting to agree with every single thing that's going to be said, I'm sorry, but you're never going to find it. Like, I know that there are people who are like regulars on this channel that disagree with me on a variety of different things, and that's totally fine. Me and Mr. Peabody had a nice back and forth the other day because we disagree on something, and guess what? That's how it happens. It's a Trap Production says, greetings, my lord. How is it going? Tina, thank you very much for explaining that to everyone. Super says, hey, what is up, my dude? What is up, dude? What's going on? Super Anime Gamer had the last comment, says, prime example, Memorial Day weekend is where movies go to die. Yes, but it's not always the case. That's just the thing, Super. Memorial Day, movies can still make money, though. That's just the thing. You know, maybe because we have movies that are examples that, you know, have come out at that time and not done well. You know, I think that everyone kind of thinks about Solo. I think that Solo, had it released at any time, you know, let's say it released a month earlier, I don't think it would have done much better, to be perfectly honest. You know, I think that there's certain movies that are just not going to do well no matter when they open. Mex says, what I meant was, do you think Alita would have done better had it not been released in the midst of the culture war and the third wave feminist movement in full swing? Ah, okay. That's a more pointed question. I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know, because Alita, to me, would have... Okay, let me just put it this way. I think that if Alita had come out in the 90s, then the feminist movement at that time would have grabbed hold of it and run with it, compared to the pseudo feminist movement now, the third wave feminist, the feminazi movement now, where it's just so crazy, it's just so insane that I think that they obviously don't attach to it. They think, oh no, she's over sexualized, or oh, she has a boyfriend and we can't have that, and these are bad images. So I think that back in the day, that Alita probably would have stood for the feminists at that time's values. So I think that might be the case in another, I guess, like, in another era, I think that Alita probably could have done better. But again, that's all relative, because in another era, you wouldn't have had the same type of technology. You wouldn't have had the same actors, the same people coming together. So then there's that too. So, we can go hypotheticals all day, but at the end of it, I think it really all just comes down to the American audience is just not really being all happy and being all into manga, unfortunately. Dan Maloney says, sorry, I am late. What did I miss? How's everything? Everything's fine. Don't worry, I have not unboxed anything yet. Ethan says, speaking about Dragon Ball, have you watched Dragon Ball Super Broly? The movie doesn't really require much knowledge besides the basics of the overall plot of Z onwards. No, I have not seen it yet. I want to. I've heard great things about it, and I plan to at some point, but I also plan on at some point watching all of Dragon Ball, and I've kind of fallen behind on Dragon Ball too, so because I also want to get through everything so I can watch Dragon Ball Super with like the full canon in my head. So at some point, yes. Wishmom Vlog says, we should do a duet for YouTube video. Yes, we should. That would be hard to, I guess. See, that's the thing. It's so hard to do that, at least like harmonize and such, because there's a delay in video, but I'm sure we could figure out how to do it, sis. Mech says, so you're a shill with chill? Exactly right, man. Exactly right. I am just a shill with chill, unfortunately, it seems. Error the K says, what do you mean, Odin? That we're going to disagree on things? I so disagree with that. Hang on a minute, you've proven my point. Yes, exactly. Look how the point has been proven already, Eric with a K. Aiden Vickery says, disagreement when civil equals variety. An interesting world. Exactly. It's great to have disagreement. It's great to have civil discussion. But you got to have the civil discussion in the first place, which is really a lost art at this point. At least it seems that way. It seems like it's been a lost art. Mech says, thanks, no problem at all, man. Thank you for the great question. Super Anime Gamer says, I'm doing well, thanks, enjoying spring break, and decided to be productive for once. My desk looked like a bomb dropped on it, but no more. Nice, very good. And then, of course, Bjorn says, disagree with that. All right, so I've gotten to a place in the chat where I'm going to start opening some packages, guys. So I'm going to start off with the one that, poor River is just still... She's sniffing all the packages now, and she's like, one has chocolate in it, and I really want the chocolate. Don, I really want the chocolate. I guess before I open the packages, I can do this. No, Don. I'm not ready to be seen by the world again. Yeah. So this is River. For anyone that's new, this is my puppy, River. And she is a sweetie. But she is also a menace. Don't let her cuteness deceive you. She is a menace. But I love her. I love her nonetheless. She has a taste for chocolate now, and she wants it. Freya left a chocolate chip muffin out, which she ate last week. She was fine, but she really liked it. And so ever since, she seems to have a taste for chocolate. So, yeah. Now you've gotten your attention. All right. So, the first package to be opened up has at first, and this is the one that River's going crazy over, she's like, oh my gosh. Someone said Leia's cuter. Not true. Not true at all. My dog could eat Leia, and that is a fact. Okay, so first there is a letter. It says, Odin. Very well written, too. I like that. Oh my gosh. It's a cat. Oh, it's a cat. Cat. I'm a kitty cat. And, of course, Willow's in the background just like, what in the hell is going on? All right, so, Odin, it says, all the snacks are Michigan products, with the exception of the Star Bar from Vermont. Thank you for your service. Enjoy. Joel at El Jolero. So, guys, at El Jolero, I'm assuming that's his Twitter handle. Go give him a follow, at El Jolero. Thank you very much for the chocolate. I'm very excited to see what's in here. Ooh, interesting. So we got some Sanders Fine Chocolatiers milk chocolate potato chips. Potato chips lightly covered in creamy milk chocolate. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. Eric Rhodes says, I'm thinking of getting a Tamerlan monkey. Ooh, very nice. Wish Upon a Vlog says, oh, she is so cute. My dog Charlie would love River. Oh my gosh, Charlie is so cute. I love. Wish Upon a Vlog says, so funny. Love watch. Seriously, Willow is the best at watching. She always is chilling in this corner, either sleeping or watching, and it's the funniest things ever. All right, so this is some Sanders milk chocolate potato chips. You know that. You know, gotta try it. I feel like that's the rule. If I open anything and it's food related, I have to try it. So these are some chocolate covered potato chips with milk chocolate. All right. Ooh, that's a lot of chocolate too. Ooh, look at all that chocolate. That's really good. Oh, it's really good. I never would have thought of that. I never would have thought of covering a potato chip in chocolate. That's really good. Salty and sweet. Yep, they are salty and sweet. It's actually really good. All right. Joel El Gelero at El Gelero. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. So that was number 1. Let's see. Got some more stuff in here too. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Gotta be careful with this stuff because I don't want it to go on the floor. This says cordon. It looks like this might be... I can't tell if this is nuts or not. I'm not a big fan of nuts, so I'm going to hold off on that one until I know a little bit more about it. A Buenos Aires brownie filled with amazing dulce de leche. That sounds delicious. Let's see. Peanut butter crush. Zingerman's candy bar. Nice. Peanut, milk chocolate, peanut butter, salted peanuts, and crisp rice. Okay. Unfortunately, there's peanuts in that. I like peanut butter, but nuts not so much. All right. And now I've got these things. What is this? I'm trying to keep this away from River. Kilwins. Sweet in every sense since 1947. So Kilwins. If anyone's ever been to Michigan, you might know what that is. So let's see. What is this? That's pretty good. Watching a dude eating, man. That's right, man. Wish My Vlog says you should open everything but in ASMR be so fun. I never understood ASMR. That's why I'm kind of stay away from the microphone while I'm eating. Baron says, J.K. Rowling, Revela's Rodin is like Raylo, Rose Tico, Odin fanfiction. What? That's so... September Gaming says, I just saw Alita a 5th time and seeing it a 6th time and getting a sweatshirt of it on my birthday. That's awesome, man. 70B, what's going on? Wow. Okay. I need to put this at a high place so that River cannot get to it. So again, Joel at Gelero. Thank you very much, man. Really do appreciate that. Don't worry. I think that's the only thing that's food related, so you don't have anything to worry about. All right. Raymond Dean, what's going on? Soul Assassin. Just watching me eat snacks. But again, Joel, thank you very much. I don't know if you're watching right now, but thank you very much, sir. Bruce says, I don't know why, but I seem to only have video buffering issues when watching your live streams. I even have it set at 360p at the moment. Still having issues here. Bruce, I don't know why, because you're like the only one who has issues. That's the thing. Like, it might just be my stream, but it's also only... it seems to only be you. Ethan says, the whole point of ASMR is it triggers some mental point in the brain that can help the person feel different things such as being relaxed. I know, but I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. September Gaming says, Alita has reached 394 million, almost 400 million. I think it's going to reach 400 million this coming weekend, so it's all good. Bruce, no need to apologize, man. Yeah, refreshing always helps. Dan Malone says, One Man Low Council is taking place in the Hall of Valhalla for a snack banquet. Yes, indeed. I have slight lag from time to time, says Bjorn. Yeah, I don't really know why. Lag on my cell phone, no Wi-Fi. Interesting. Yeah. No. Iron effing Prince, it needed to make 430 million to break even. Wherever you heard that 340 number is not accurate. That is an inaccurate number. The break-even number for Alita Battle Angel was around 430 million. Now, there's always going to be a range, but it's going to be like usually a little bit higher because studios are not always going to tell you how much that they spent on marketing or how much they spent on production. So based off of the production budget of $170 million that we were told, based on the standard practice of, about half of that, adding, take 50% of that, add that to the 170 million, and that gets you your overall spending cost. And then you have to take into account that most studios only get around 60% of the entire box office, and 430 million is actually the accurate number. I am super lagging out, says Outpost Dyer. Damn, man. Eric Rhodes, do you like caramel? Yes. Caramel is fantastic. Caramel is wonderful. Yeah, I don't know why anyone's lagging, but actually, let me go ahead and turn my fan on really quick, because I'm getting quite warm. All right, let's go ahead and open up another package. All right, so this one, it says BBTS. So it looks like that's a company, bbts.com. So bbts.com. I will send you caramel, says Eric Rhodes. Awesome. And yes, I know some people say caramel, but I love caramel. I love saying caramel. Okay, what is this? What? Hold on. Let's see what this says. Seeing if there's a note. It says, thank you for the order. I didn't order it. Is there a note? I don't think so. But, oh my god. I'm pretty sure I know who this is. Gannison. Alita Troll, are you in here? This has Alita Troll written all over it. Eric Rhodes, okay, Frank says, no lagger issues here, but of course we use Apple and Xfinity. Yeah, stupid Apple products. Sebterm Gaming says, since you are not a Nuts fan, do you hate Snickers bars? Yes, Snickers are the worst. Like, whenever you get those packs where it's like a bunch of random candy bars, the Snickers are the ones that are always like what's left over for me, because that's like the only candy I won't eat because there's nuts in it. Yeah, that is a remorseful pup. Oh my gosh, look at her. Yeah, she's looking at me just like, I want some chocolate, Dad, please. Bruce says, must be unboxing day. Jeremy did it earlier. Yeah, I mean, I got it because I had a bunch of people saying that they had sent me stuff. And so I wanted to make sure I was able to check it. And as always, I have to be very careful where I put the stuff because my dogs, being the dogs, are just going to try and, dive into it. But yes, Willow is being a very big cutie right anymore. But anyway, this is freaking awesome. So for those that do not know, I'm a huge fan of Alita Battle Angel. There is a subscriber here on the channel, and his name is Gannison. He also has been given the nickname of Alita Troll because he loves it as well. And he got me, and this is my first ever too. So this is like a big moment for me because I've never understood these, but this is really cool. He got me an Alita Funko Pop. I know that a lot of people collect these. So this is specifically the Alita Berserker body vinyl figure. So thank you very much. It is indeed something Alita, and I freaking love it, man. Yes. All right. Definitely going to have Alita hanging out with me. Don't open the box. It loses its value. Sorry. Ooh. Love how they have giant heads. As River is licking her chops right now, like, can I eat it? No, you cannot eat it. But yeah, here you go. Look at that. Look at Alita. She's gonna whoop your ass. That's right. Captain Marvel, you think you're better. You're not. You're not. Oh, I love it. So good. Bruce says, I'm waiting till they come out with Alita action figures. Well, boom. I know it's not an action figure, but you got the Funko Pops right here. Eric Rhodes says, what do you think of the Toy Story 4 trailer? I've actually not seen it yet. It came out during school and was not able to do it. Someone says, keep it in the box. Keep it in the box. Cedric Gaming says, some friends say it is gay for me to get the Alita sweatshirt. I'm like, shut up. Seriously. And also, if they're still using that phrase, like, seriously, are you 16 living in 1990? Like, come on, man. But yes, look at it. Unfortunately, she probably won't sit very well on the mic stand, but you never know. You never know. is this? Get out of here, Kylo. Get out of here, Kylo. Well, she was balanced. She had a balance for like a second. And now she's not balanced anymore. Oh, what happened? She was like, she fits so snugly. Oh, maybe she was up against that. Oh my goodness. Yes, this is now turned into the let's watch Odin try and figure out how to get Alita with a giant head to sit on the microphone. All right, it doesn't look like it's gonna work. Oh man, I thought it was gonna work for a second, but unfortunately not. So Alita is gonna have to chill out. Let's see, does she fit on the monitor? Balance is off. No. All right, let me just put her right there. She's not standing up. She can't stand up. She's too front heavy. Alita, you're too front heavy. Girl, your head's too big. Your head's too big. Hold on. Zoom says, your box office video is awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ethan says, I've never understood the pop figures. There's just something, the eyes. I always found Nendroids to be better as collectibles. Nice. Appos Dyer says, just use duct tape to make her stay. It's a Trap Production says, you must balance the force, my lord. Zip tie would work too. Appos Dyer says, Alita on the mic stand, that is. Yeah, damn right. Wishball Vlog says, so kind, people sending you gifts. How sweet of them. No, seriously, like, and Gannison, I'm pretty sure this is from Gannison. There was no name on it, but I know that he said he was sending me something, and I know that he loves Alita, so seriously, thank you. Great to have my very own Battle Angel, and hopefully I can find out a way to get her to stand up, because she's finding difficulty balancing without her head being completely spun around. Rogue Baron says, nothing, flex tape. Oh man, I need to get some flex tape. That's what I need. I need someone to send me some flex tape. Viber Chief says, Odin made an oopsie. Eric Algavi says, sometimes 5 writers can be good if they know what they are doing. Cobra Kai has 5 writers per episode. It is quality. No, Eric, I definitely agree with you, but having 5 writers is definitely for keep in mind too, 5 writers for a show, very different than 5 writers for an hour-and-a-half movie. You know? Like, it's a lot different, because if you only have a 20-minute episode or so, 5 writers can work together on that. But normally, if you have 5 writers on a movie, it's going to be broken up and segmented, so each writer's going to have their own agenda, and it's just not going to end well. it's just not going to end up well. September Gaming says, what was your rating out of 10 for Tobey's Spider-Man? Never gave one. I need to go back and look through that, because for the first one, I'd probably give it, I don't do 10. For the first one, I'd probably give it an A-. No. First one, B+. Second one, A-. Third one, C-. Because the third one just sucks. Wishmon Vlog says, use blue tack. Is that what you call it over there? Use it on the bottom of your feet. Oh, okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yes. However, I think that the Flex Seal, I think I want to use some Flex Seal or some Flex Tape. Viberty says lag. Sorry, bruv. Don't know why there is lag. There is very little that I can do on my end. It's already set to the lowest possible settings. So maybe I can try closing a program or two. Maybe that will help. Maybe that will help. La 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 la. Okay. Oh, Alita fell. Oh, we have an Alita down. Alita down. Alita is down, everybody. Stevie says, Velcro always wins. That's true. Bishop UI says, have Steve talk to Alita. He's used to balancing on his head. Oh, man. Well, sorry, guys. Sorry that you're having lag. There is very, very little that I can do. There's very little that I can do on my end. Luckily, this is not probably going to be a long stream, so... Medic down! She's down! She fell over. Oh, I fell over. Oh, I fell over again. Up. Up. She's on the ground. You didn't see that. You did not see that. Let's see. Music Savant account. Captain Marvel is a powerful fantasy movie for angry victim playing ideologically obsessed women. Ooh, that's some rough stuff. Super says, speaking of Phil Swift, did you see Flex Tape's endorsement of Pewds? He threatened to saw T-Series in half and tape them together. Yes, I did, Super. It was awesome. Fix, please. Fix what? What am I fixing? Lindor dark chocolate truffles is the best. I don't like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's not really my thing. Again, if you say you have lag, there is literally nothing that I can do other than stop the stream, because I'm looking at the stream health, and the stream health says it's good. So it must be YouTube's end, or it must be your computer. So I'd recommend a refresh. Donald says Alita is doing her Matt Damon impression. Just falling down over and over again. Oh, Fix Alita. I'm sorry. Yes, Fix Alita. Thank you for being specific. Fix Alita. I'm so sorry. Yes, you're right. I'm racist against dark chocolate. Can't stand can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't. She is not meant to be on a microphone. So I'm just going to lay her down. I'm going to lay her down. She's just going to take a little nap. It'll be okay. Matt Damon. Rogue Baron says, I coined the term Deus Flex Machina in the Urban Dictionary. It's whenever you can use any of the Flex family of products to fix something unusual. That is amazing. Super says, how do you feel about chocolate with fruit? No, chocolate. Pure milk chocolate is where it's at, man. Maybe with some caramel. Maybe with some nougat. But never with fruit or nuts. CMD Trixie says, just use flex tape to stop Thanos. He can't snap his fingers then. Oh my god, the answer was in front of us all along. Alexander says, what you got there, Odin? It's an Alita. So for those that have just joined us, Gannison/Alita Troll has sent me a Funko Pop of Alita in the Berserker outfit. Awesome. Let's see. Zenwater says, oh my god, a Singing in the Rain reference. Well done. I can't stand him. Damn right. Glad you caught it. Music Savant says, Alita is meant to tell a story for everyone to relate and appeal to our better selves when things get rough. Damn right, Music. And that's why so many of us love the movie so much. Ethan says, it may just be our connections being a somewhat close proximity, but lag on my end is very minimal, almost non-existent. Well, thank you very much for letting me know that, Ethan. Appreciate it. Super says, your answer is correct, sir. Glad to hear it. Subterm Gaming says, Alita's sword is her personal lightsaber. Yes, damn right. All right, got 2 more packages to open. I'm saving the biggest one for last. So let me open up this next one. And it fell. All right, so here's the next one over here. It's probably going to be a poster of sorts, I can imagine. Vlad Riot says, that Alita is missing the eyes. Yes, that's the one thing, is that with the Funko Pop, you can't capture the eyes of Alita. That's kind of a big thing to miss from her character. Let's just be honest here. It's kind of a big thing to miss. No lag in Australia, says Palinas. All right. No Alita spoilers, please. Steph, how have you not seen it yet? No, you did see it. What do you mean no spoilers? Who hasn't seen it yet? That's your fault. That is your fault for not seeing it when I told you to go see it weeks ago. Alexander says, just saying this because cyborgs with swords aren't rare in Japan. Okay. MCOC Josh hasn't seen it. Well, tell him that he needs to stop watching the stream and go see it. So it looks like all of my Australian friends can see this perfectly fine. So that says a lot. No flag in Kansas. Steph says, for the other people, I have seen it. That's what I thought. CW Trixie said, Funko Pop does capture the porg rather well, but I'm scared to look at it. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. All right, so this one has a note. Just wanted to say thanks for the Captain Marvel and Rotten Tomatoes coverage. Keep up the good work. Here is some of my art. I hope you guys enjoy it. Stephen Poon. So, Stephen Poon, thank you very much for the notes. Let me see what you got in here. Also, it looks like he has a website, outnerdme.com. So, guys, go follow Stephen Poon, who is the artist owner, outnerdme.com. His email, I'm sure you can just find. So, again, outnerdme.com, facebook.com/outnerdme. So, thank you very much for the card. Video issue is a YouTube conspiracy, says Bruce. Blake Hemlow, what's going on, dude? So John Gaming says, you play tag with Alita and her friends, and she sees you. Oh, crap, run. Yes, absolutely. John Early says, do you prefer Chinese food or Italian food? Italian food. Chinese food I can eat some of, but there are more options that I can eat that are, oh my gosh. So River's eyes are gigantic because she thinks this is something that she can eat, but it's not, sweetie. You can't eat it. You can't eat it. Or in the words of Brie Larson, it's not meant for you. This was not made for you. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. I will fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. Look at this. It's beautiful. Wonder Woman! I will fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. Very cool. Got a few things in here, it looks like. So, I got that one. Oh, look at that. Daughter, did you do it? Yes. What did it cost? Everything! Thanos. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Thanos poster. And let's see. Yes. Strongest Avenger. Access denied. Damn you, Stock. Point Break. Welcome, Point Break. Boo, look at that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's my son right there. That's Thor. That's Thor from one of the greatest movies of all time. And also for those that want to know, in their heads are just various quotes from the movie. So it's, this team of yours, it got a name? Yeah, it's called the Revengers. Oh, that's so cool. So anyway, thank you very much for that, man. So outnerdme.com. Outnerdme.com. Go check this guy out. Awesome posters. So again, I got my son, Thor. I got Wonder Woman, which is awesome. And then I also got Thanos. All right. So thank you very much for that. Seriously, these are so cool. I'm going to have to find a place to put these up. There's so many posters I had to put up, but definitely these will get preference. Because you sent them, man. So thank you very much. Outnerdme.com. Stephen Poon. Thank you very much, man. Let's see. Cetera Gaming says, speaking of Alita's enemy, Nova, what is your take on The Incredible Hulk 2008? Really like that movie. I think that's a very underrated film. I actually really liked Edward Norton in that role. And I think that overall, you know, it was pretty solid. Alexander says, we must petition against Brie Larson's future child custody. Super says, I'm considering sending you some stuff. How do you feel about posters, wall signs? Hey, dude, if you want to send me something, I'm not going to stop it. So I'm open to anything, man. Within reason. Bruce says, cool, Jeremy got the Wonder Woman poster from this same person. Really awesome. Very cool. So again, Outnerdme, thank you very much for the posters, man. Thank you for the support. Really do appreciate it. It's really cool. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Norton Hulk is a really great Hulk. I'm really sad that they didn't continue with it because I think that he would have been a really cool addition to the MCU because he's such a talented actor in the first place. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, but I just also don't like him as a person. Subterm, is Thanos an anti-hero? No, he's a villain. I think he sees himself as a hero, though. So, if that's the definition of an anti-hero, but, yeah, I guess so, because Venom would be an anti-hero, and he kills people and stuff, thinking he's doing the best. CV says, recently heard a theory that Thor goes to get the remaining Asgardians who are being ruled by Hela in hell. Any thoughts? Sticky V, if that happens, oh crap. That would be awesome. Anything with my boy Thor will be fantastic. Music Savant account says, Cable in Deadpool 2 should have used his time machine to kill Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. Yes, of course. I mean, there are obviously a lot of things that we can point to and say, wait a minute, couldn't this have happened? Couldn't you have done this? But, you know, you got to leave, you know, reality has to be checked out of the door sometimes. Music Savant says, Deadpool did it. John Early says, I'll bet you don't know this song. Girl, you know I want your love. Your love has handmade someone like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. It sounds familiar, but I can't pick up the tune. Hyperin, what's going on, bruv? September Gaming says, when Zeppin got his ass kicked, I expected to hear Francis. Nicola says, hey, Odin, is Willow a boy? They're both girls. They are both girls, and yes, look at her. She's so cute. She's so cute. CWD says, Thanos wins by summoning more cowbells. Yes. The only cure to Thanos is more cowbell. Super says, Norton was a terrible fit for the MCU, though, which sucks. He doesn't strike me as a corporate guy. I mean, look, yes. As a person, I think that he wouldn't fit in, which is why he pretty much, again, dropped out of it. I mean, let's just be honest here. But I think that as a character, it would have worked. His character was really great. People oftentimes forget about that movie because when you talk about 2008 MCU, the big talk, of course, is about Iron Man. And I mean, Robert Downey Jr. brought that character to life, and I can't see anyone else doing that character ever in life. I just don't know who else would fit that role as well as he did. So I really hope that he kind of sticks around. Though, of course, there's a lot of rumors that he will be gone, and I don't know. I don't know why he would want to turn down all the money that I'm sure they're offering him to stay around, and I don't really know what else he really wants to do with his career. I think he's already done a lot of things that he wants to do, so why not? Why not? September Gaming says, what did you think of POTC movies? Sorry, for some reason, I'm not picking that up. Hyper says, sorry, I haven't been on for a while. So now you read chats. Hyper, and it's because I had to change the name of the email attached to this chat, and I cannot explain why just yet. I hope to soon, but that's the reason why. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that's the case. It should be temporary, hopefully. Eric Rose says, your Christopher Walken is better than your Donald Trump. Your Trump is so bad, it's good. Oh, come on. Come on, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Subject Gaby says, Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean. I like Pirates of the Caribbean until it went off the rails. Super says, oh, no, I totally agree. I think I might actually prefer Norton to Ruffalo. Yes, person. Yes, absolutely super. Definitely agree with you there. Higher print. Okay, brother. Understood. How's life? It's going fine. Opening up some packages. And I've got one more, and this one is from a patron. This one is a friend of the channel. This one is indeed from Outpost Dyer. So Outpost Dyer, I did finally get your package. It's gigantic. I don't know what it is, and I'm very excited to open it up. So thank you very much, Kyle and Outpost Dyer, for this. Appreciate it. Let's see what we got here. It's a big box. It's a big box. It's gotta be a poster, right? It's got to be either a poster or some kind of standee, right? I don't know. Zen Water says, and now Hillary Duff reference, why not take a crazy chance? Dude, I got all the references, man. You have no idea. I'm a walking pop culture reference. No. River, do not try and lick the knife. It's going to hurt, sweetie. I know you want what's in the box, but you can't have it. It's not yours. Central Gaming says, do you agree Hollywood firing Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow? I mean, I think it was his time. Again, I would, if they're gonna, I don't want them to keep making those movies, to be honest. I think they kind of hit a wall, but if they're gonna keep making them, they probably should go in a different direction. So, we'll see. Wished upon a vlog. Thank you very much for the super chat. You don't have to do that. Give all the dogs a hug for me. So cute. Definitely will be doing that. Definitely will be doing that. Hybrid says, Captain Marvel should die in Endgame. I wish. Zen says, did you hear about the theory that the Star Wars is a multiverse splintering in the game Knights of the Old Republic with Disney and Dark Side ending and Legends and the Light Side ending? Ooh, that sounds very confusing. So I don't know if they would do that for the general audiences, but it sounds okay to me. All right, so here are my predictions. It's got to be, just based on the size and weight, it's got to be a poster, something that turns into like a standing person behind me, which could be hilarious depending on who it is, or like a picture, like a not a poster, but like a solid, not like the roll up posters like Out Nerd Me sent me, but like an actual thing. I don't know. Tech Guy says, Odin, you look great on my new monitor. Ooh, well, congrats on the new monitor. All right, let's see what this is. All right. See if there's any notes. All right. Always, when you open your presents, guys, always make sure that there isn't a note you're missing, because sometimes the note has some of the best parts. Blake Hemler says, I think they milked the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise too much. I agree. September Gaming, have you watched and read Jaws? Not read, but have watched Jaws. Love Jaws. Jaws made me... I am still afraid of open water to this day because of Jaws. No lie. Ask Freya. Still afraid of open water because of that movie. Let's see. Rogue Baron says, you look great on my new Empire. Nice, Rogue Baron. Super says, I can guess how Endgame is going to work, but do you think the Russos and Marvel will let us see Captain Marvel get beat at least once? Here's the thing. I trust the Russos. I know. Guess what? I will eat crow if the Russos kowtow to the corporate overlords and allow the movie to go a certain direction. Again, I totally will do that, but I honestly believe that the Russos are going to do right by us. I do. I believe it. They have not made a Bat movie yet. Hypern says, random news, Hans Zimmer has rejoined with Denis Villeneuve on Dune. Ooh, that's awesome. Okay, let's see what this is. All right, we got some bubble wrap. Okay. All right, it's a painting. It's a painting. That's gorgeous. That's really beautiful. Kyle, did you do this? Outpost, did you paint this? It looks like your signature at the bottom, but I just want to make sure. This is gorgeous. Sticky V says, show us. Oh, okay, so I wanted to make sure. I'm going to show you guys. Don't worry. I'm going to show you guys. But I just wanted to make sure, because this... Wow, this is gorgeous. So, boom. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look how awesome this is. So again, hand-painted. You got the trees, the mountains. The moon looks amazing, by the way. Holy crap, man. Thank you so much. Wow. That is really cool. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. Postdire says, yes, but that is a digital print. Okay, gotcha. Still very awesome. Wow. That's gorgeous, man. Thank you so much. Eric Rhodes, what are your 3 favorite books? I am not a books guy, but favorite book off the top of my head would probably be... Oh, they made a series off of it, and they butchered it, too. It's a long book. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. September Gaming says, just realized Odin was played by Hannibal. What? Let's see. Rogue Baron says 100K to get the original. I know, seriously. But anyway, boom. Again, thank you so much, Outpost Dyer, for this. This is gorgeous. I know my wife will greatly appreciate it as well, because she herself is an artist. So let me go ahead and put that in the safety of the box, so that way the dogs don't get it. River was already playing with the bubble wrap. All right. Well, thank you very much for that, man. That's awesome. Seriously, dude. That's beautiful. I can't wait to hang that up. Alrighty. Hypern says, my choices are Lord of the Rings, Dune, Godfather. Very cool. Abazar says, there's a story behind the painting, but I will tell that some other time. Awesome. Well, Outpost, you're going to be on the stream in about 12 days or so. So maybe you can tell me on the actual stream when I have you. And at this point, it's just you and Laura that will be on. So I'm very excited about that. Zenwater says, Odin in the film is played by Anthony Hopkins, who played Hannibal Lecter. Oh, Zen, thank you. Sorry, went over my head. Except he wasn't Anthony Hopkins. Yes, he was. Sorry, I got mixed up here. Guys, remember, the only ones that light up for me are the ones that have at Odin's movie blog in full. So I'm not skipping comments. It's just because of the way the system works, that's all I can do. I'm trying to think about the book, though. Oh, Kite Runner was a good book, but that's not the book I was thinking of. It's set during medieval times. It's about a guy building a cathedral, and it's really good. I'm blanking out on the name for some reason. Hypern says, at the end of Endgame trailer should have been Thanos instead of Captain Marvel. Oh, for sure. The fact that Thanos did not really make a big appearance in it is really frustrating. Let's see. Jaquain Green, welcome to the channel. Tina says, because of the new setup, you have to type O's movie blog. Yes, thank you, Tina, for letting them know. Pillars of the Earth. Tina, yes. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate it. Pillars of the Earth. That is it. Pillars of the Earth. Thank you. Vladdy got it too. Pillars of the Earth. Great book. Love it. That is the longest book that I've ever read in my life. That is how bad I am at reading. I actually read it physically, did not listen to it. Took me like 2 years to finish it in college, but it was so good. Really was. Mark Larsa says Pillars of God. Ronan Blade says Thor was commenting on his hammer. Really? Was he now? Interesting. Tina says, I read that book a zillion years ago. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Donald Hudson says, I took the kids to the Lego Movie 2 instead of Captain Marvel. It was surprisingly good with a great lesson for siblings. Ooh, okay. All right. Unfortunately, that movie's just not making any money. I don't think they're going to make any more Lego movies after it because of it. Zenwater says, yeah, that whole series is good. The first season of the show was all right. Second struggled. Legends of the Seeker. I hated the show. Like, the show just did not have the same depth that the book did. And I know that that's a common thing said, but I'm a person that usually reads, like, I usually watch the series before I read the books. Sorry, my dog River is causing chaos. Sorry. And that was one of the only times that I've read the book first. And I feel like if you watch something and then read the book, I think you actually get the better end. Because you can enjoy the series as a series, and then if you read the book, you can be like, oh, the book goes even further, and you can enjoy the book too. I don't know. That's just me. Let's see. Tina says, that's not a long book. Now, Gone with the Wind, Anna Karenina, and War and Peace, those are long. Hey, Tina, for me, it was a long book, okay? Hiram says, I just finished watching all 3 Daredevil seasons. I know I'm a bit late. I'm a little bummed no season 4. Dude, Hyprin, man, I'm right there with you. Seriously, Daredevil was such a good show. Maybe they'll bring it back on Hulu. I think that's the rumor, is that Hulu is going to be where they put some of their more adult-themed games, but rather adult-themed shows. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Hyman says, I just finished. Okay, got that one. Dan Maloney says, have you ever played the Soul Reaver games? Not a gamer, so no, I have not. Sticky V says, might be a weird choice, but who do you think of Robin Hood? What do you think of Robin Hood Men in Tights? Love it. Are you kidding me? The night is young, and you're so beautiful. Here among the trees, oh beautiful lady. When do we start? Oh, I love that movie so much. So funny. Alex Martinez, hello there. That was my comment. Well, hello, Alex Martinez. I see your comment now. Nicholas Starrow, thank you very much for the super chat. Says, do you hope for Professor Hulk or World Breaker Hulk? I'm not a comics dude. Like, I've not read up on the comics. So World Breaker Hulk sounds a hell of a lot cooler. So I'm going to go World Breaker Hulk. That's my answer. Outpost Dyer says, wait, are you talking about Sword of Truth series? I don't know. All I know is Pillars of the Earth. I'm not a reader. I'm not much of a reader. Zenwater says, yeah, my mom didn't like how small Richard was in the TV show. I also agree about watching the show first. 100% my thoughts. No, seriously. Because if you watch a movie or a show first, oftentimes, like, you'll tend to, if it's a good show, you'll like it. And then if you read the book after, then you'll be like, oh, the book goes even more in depth, and now I understand these characters more, and oh, I love the book too. Sometimes even love the book more, but you still have that original love for the series, for the movie. When you read a book or a movie first, you get this image in your mind, and then when you watch the show or a series, if it doesn't fit, and it doesn't fit just right, you're going to hate it, no matter what. John Early says, Watchmen is a 10-year-old film now. Oh my God, you're right. 10 years. Dear Lord, man. JKD, all I saw was Odin because you were sandwiched between 2 comments that lit up. James Hancock says, reading is for people who don't have time to watch the movie. I do personally really like audiobooks, so I do have time for that. Justin Tom Ford Pink Kush says, did you see or hear about the Google Stadia gaming platform today? Such a freaking impressive stuff. I saw it trending, but I have not looked into it. Isn't that basically where they're going to be hosting? So basically it's cloud-based gaming, so that way you don't need to have like an expensive setup to be able to play the game, is what I gathered from it initially, because I remember hearing stuff about it before launch, but has it actually launched? That's the good question. Princess Bride, so good. Where did you learn to sing so well? I don't think I sing very well. That's just my own personal opinion. But I've done musical theater since 1999, so about 20 years of doing musical theater. I've had a few 2-3 years of voice training, but I never took it as seriously as I should. So I do it for fun. September Gaming, what is your opinion of Robin Hood 2019? They're making another Robin Hood? Wait, Robin Hood 2019. There's another Robin? Wait, there was a Robin Hood last year. Wait, are you lying? Eric Rhodes says, okay, got that one. Dan Kinsella, do you think the Defenders could appear in future MCU films post-Endgame? Yeah, that to me, I think, Dan, post-Endgame is going to be interesting because, as was reported earlier today, Disney has begun to buy all of the shares of 21st Century Fox, and all of that will be done by midnight tonight. So by midnight tonight, Disney will completely own all of the properties that they were going to buy from Fox, and therefore, because of that, we're not going to see anything from Fox until, or at least from the Fox products until maybe later this year or next year when it starts to get put into development. So yeah, maybe why not? Alex Martinez says, I've been having so busy lately. I'm behind on your videos by a week and haven't been able to catch a live stream in a week either. Alex Martinez, sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, my week has been crazy too. Ronan Blade says, couldn't Ant-Man kill Thanos very easily? I mean, I think so, personally. Ever since I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, as soon as I saw the Quantum Realm, I'm like, all right, the Quantum Realm's going to play a major role. It's going to play a major role. There's no doubt about this. Abazar says, that was like book 6 or 7. Wait, what? Vlad Ryan says, it looked like your dogs just took a dump on your sofa. They did not. One of them may have been humping the other, even though they're both girls. For some reason, they do that, and apparently that's a common thing in all dogs. So that may have been what you were seeing. September Gaming says, have you seen the new Robin Hood? Not the new Robin Hood. The 2018 Robin Hood? No, I did not. Because it just looked awful. John Madden says, feels like Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 announcement was calculated move to deflect criticism, Captain Smiles, and Endgame restore faith in the MCU's future. It could happen. Could have happened. Lily Patton, what's going on, Lily Patton? Rogue Baron says, you are going to need God-level internet connection to play, though. Oh, Lord. I could probably imagine as such. Frank says, we like your singing, sir. Arf, arf. Well, thank you. Oh, thank you, guys. Appreciate it. CWD says, good luck raiding the castle. No, it's not raiding, it's storming. Get it right, CWD. Good luck storming the castle. That actually was an ad-lib. Funny enough. September Gaming, I thought it came out this year, and I realized 2018. Yeah, it was in 2018. It was a 2018. Mark Lurset says, you and Doomcock should do a musical medley. Dude, I've been wanting to do a stream with Doomcock forever, but he's a hard man to get in contact with. Sticky V says, you do sound like you have a pretty good control of your lower voice. The night is young. Sounded pretty good. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Open up more boxes. That's it, guys. Those are all the boxes that I have. I mean, I can go back to eating chocolate, but I think that's just going to make everyone upset. Or at least it did last time. Alex Martinez says, what do you think of the new Toy Story 4 trailer? Have not had time to watch it. It came out during school. Tech Guy says, with Fox is getting woke, and there goes the SJW destruction of our favorite Fox franchises. Yeah, we can hope that maybe that won't be the direction, but it does seem to be. Justin Tom Ford Pinkush says, yeah, it's a cloud-based gaming streaming service, 4K at 60 FPS on any screen, PC, laptop, tablet, phone, but that's just a start, coming out later this year. Ooh, very cool. I remember hearing the early thoughts on that, so that sounds really cool. John Early says, we drank, we fought, and he made his ancestors proud. Yes, damn right. Avis Boy says, I still prefer to read a book first, otherwise the movie just colors my perspective on the characters. Differences generally won't ruin a well-made movie version for me. Well, okay, yeah, I appreciate your thoughts on that. For me, I've never been a visual person, so having a movie to help me give a visual to the book makes me enjoy the book even more. Because as I said, if you create your own vision in your head and a movie or show does not add up to it, then immediately the comments start coming in. Like, seriously, the comments are always, well, it's not as good as the book. Well, in the book it does. And I'm just like, every time I hear those people, I'm just like, sorry. But I do appreciate your opinion, man. Dallas says, the only movie I'm waiting for this year is John Wick. Bring me the gunplay. Yes, John Wick 3. Dan Maloney, did you see the Meg? I did, and it was so much fun. Loved it. Tina says, I know what else I forgot to tell you about the silly boy at my stylist. He said he had no interest in John Wick 3, so he's never heard of Alita, doesn't like John Wick, and also liked Captain Marvel, loved Captain Marvel, and wanted to see Captain Marvel again. Yeah, never go to the stylist again, Tina. They don't sound like a good person. It's already bad enough they like Captain Marvel, but that could be forgiven. that could be forgiven if, and only if, they liked Alita and John Wick 3. But no, they don't. What'd you find? This is what River found. Again, can't leave her alone for a second because she's like, duh, there's things here I'm not supposed to have, and so therefore I want them. Laura had said, fail. It's have fun storming the castle. That's what I said. I called him out on his wrongness. I'll have you know. Alex Martinez says, I just saw Captain Marvel last night. I'm so done with the MCU after Endgame. She's going to lead arguably the best and for sure the most lucrative and successful franchise. I sure hope not. Again, I think her role in Endgame is going to be, I think it's going to be limited because they've basically confirmed at this point, at least the Russos have, that the story of Endgame is going to focus on the main 6. And everyone else is going to have like a supporting role. So yeah, she's going to be pertinent to the story because she's going to be a supporting character. But at the end of the day, I really honestly believe, again, until the Russos give me a reason to not trust their filmmaking, I'm going to trust their filmmaking. Now, Endgame could be the start, but I'm going to wait to see what Endgame gives me first. So, but no, as far as starts, as far as intros to her character, I mean, again, she has a very good chance of ending at 1.2 to 1.5 billion, so that's a good start. Now, can it be sustainable? That's going to be the number one question. Will the normies stick around? We don't know. Dan Maloney says they confirmed the Meg sequel today. The Meg, oh my God. See, that was a fun movie, but it doesn't need a sequel. That story does not need to be continued. What? Why? Oh, my Lord. Sticky V says, last time I heard Machete Kills in Space was still going to happen. Just a reminder of the weirder things. I remember hearing of that, too. Machete Kills in Space. Tina says, he's not my regular stylist. Whitney is my gal, but she was working on another client. Michael is just pathetic. But Tina, if you go, and if Whitney is not available, and it's just Michael, you tell Michael, I'll wait. Like, just straight up in the face, be like, Michael, your opinions suck. I will wait for someone with a valid opinion because you don't like John Wick 3 or anything else that's good in this world. Alex Martinez says, a franchise of all time, it was a hot mess. The writing, CG, acting, and performances were so subpar and phoned in. Brie Larson actually wasn't as bad as I thought she was going to. Here's the thing with Brie Larson's performance. I blame the writing and the directing more than anything else. That's just my own thoughts. I'm not saying that there's anything else. I'm not saying that it's, I'm not saying that she had nothing to do with it because obviously it was still her performance. But I do still stand very, very much so behind the mindset that the writer and director had a much more profound impact on it overall. So, let's see what we got here. Rogue Baron says, we don't storm castles here, Odin. We sack them with trebuchets. Damn right. John Early says, Akira or Alita? I've never seen Akira, so definitely Alita. September Gaming says, do you like Swan Song by Dalipa in Alita? I like everything in Alita. Like there wasn't a part that I didn't like in Alita, as even going to the songs themselves. Alex Martinez says, going to be also, I meant she is going to ruin the franchise after Endgame. She's going to lead it after. Okay, Alex Martinez, I hear you. I still think that's a mistake. I really do. And what I hope Endgame shows is that they need to put their trust into someone else. They need to put the trust and the future into, if they want to go the whole future is female, there is already a pre-established female character that everyone wants a solo movie for called Black Widow. It's already written in the stars. You don't have to just phone in a freaking movie based off of a stupid comic. Like, seriously. Oh, God, it's so frustrating. Justin Townford says, don't need good internet for Strata at all. It's hosted on its own cloud and servers and doesn't touch regular internet. Getting rid of multiplayer held back by weakest link players. Nice. Okay. All right. Good to know. Proper Jeremy says, the Meg deserves a sequel. Also, did you see the Toy Story 4 trailer? Guys, for the millionth time, I have not seen the Toy Story 4 trailer. I was at school when it dropped. I have not seen it. I'm going to watch it as soon as the stream is over, which will be pretty soon because I think the High Council is either about to start or has started. Refresh and waiting on Geeks and Gamers. And there's people putting the clocks and stuff in there. So they have not started yet. So that's the reason why there's probably still so many people over here. But they'll be starting soon, I'm sure. Hybrid says, no, it's a spinoff about Peter Griffin's daughter. Wait, what? What? John Madden says, the Meg is getting a sequel because the first one printed money. That is true. No. Trust me. I understand the business behind the Meg. The Meg made buttloads of money, and it shouldn't have. It really shouldn't have. But at the end of the day, too, it's just one of those questions like, why? Why the Meg? Of all the movies, why the Meg? Super says, I refuse to believe there are enough zombie fans on Earth to sustain Captain Marvel-style MCU. Trust me, dude, there are. The normies have come out in full force. The popcorn fans have come out in full force. I've talked to them myself, and they see nothing wrong with it. They don't care about any of the things that she has said, that Brie Larson has said. So as I said in my videos, I really do believe that these numbers are accurate. I think they are real. If Disney played with the numbers at all or bought tickets to certain theaters, I think that it's going to be minimal compared to how much the money the movie itself is making. I'm talking to too many people in real life who have seen it and overall enjoyed it. So Ronan Blade says, Robin Hood was a very stupid movie. They did not follow any history. Very funny. Yeah, that's why I just did not want to see it at all. I just had no interest. I had no interest at all. Let's see. Eric Rhodes says, ever seen John Woo's The Killer? You like the double-fisted gunplay. I've never seen that before, ever. Gannison is here. Gannison. All right, confirmation. Did you send me Alita? Did you send me Alita? Thank you, man. Seriously, thank you. I was trying to get her to balance on here, but her head is just so front heavy, she keeps falling over. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. Seriously. Bruce says, just watched and enjoyed the Meg, but I never plan on rewatching it. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I agree. Zen says, yeah, look at Natalie Portman. She's an award-winning actress, but she was horrible in Star Wars. Not only that, but also she wasn't that great in Thor either. I mean, great actresses can give bad performances if they don't have good writers and directors. So yeah, you're absolutely proving the point, Zen, that a bad writer and director can definitely, help to produce a really, really bad sorry, my brother just texted me. Really bad performance overall. Justin Tom Ford says, what are your first impressions on the new Hellboy? Do you think it'll be good, successful? Because it's coming out over the summer, I think is the last time I checked, over the summer, I think it'll do fine financially. Am I excited for it? Not really, because I don't think that's a world that needed to be rebooted. So I'm kind of mixed on it. I am. The trailers look fun. The trailers do look fun. As Martinez says, I agree her performance wasn't as bad, but still was bad. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, just trust me, it was not an inspired performance by any means. That's why I totally stand by the performance being weak, but I also stand by the fact the writing and direction sucked. And that's the reason why I think it was even worse than what we had thought. I do agree, too, the director and writers totally dropped the ball and destroyed continuity, retcon, etc. Oh, yeah, seriously. The retconning alone, the freaking cat scratch. That's all that needs to be said. Proper Jeremy says, wait, Alita has songs in it? Is it a musical? Because if it is, I'm out. No, it's not a musical. Soundtracks, bud. Tina says, all right, thank you for telling him that. Alex Martinez says, ruin Marvel, Photon, and worst of all, Skrulls. I'm a huge comic book fan, and they dumped and ruined the MCU Skrulls. And that's why this movie confirmed to me that Kevin Feige and the MCU do not care about comic fans anymore. They've realized now that they can make money without following comic book canon. They can take the parts they like, replace it with the parts that everyone else hates, and the general audiences will just come to eat it all up. Yeah, because now they've taken away Secret Invasion. Can't do that anymore because the Skrulls are the good guys. Oh, well, you could have it be another group of Skrulls. No, because then that would just make things even more confusing. Because then people would be like, wait, I thought the Skrulls were the good guys, and we're supposed to be like immigrants. Are you saying that there are some bad Skrulls? Wait a minute, no, that's too accurate. See where I'm going with that one? So, yeah, the Skrulls have been forever destroyed. Hartman says, thanks for the stream, brother. Gotta go. You enjoy. Vi says, watch Toy Story trailer on stream. We can all react. I don't like doing that. Because, oh my gosh, YouTube sucks when it comes to copyright, and I don't even want to get close to it. Bjorn says, were there reshoots on Captain Marvel? There's reshoots on a lot of movies, but nothing extensive. Nothing that was reported as extensive. Justin Tom Ford says, think the DCU or even Legendary's MonsterVerse might pass the MCU pretty quick here. No. Keep this in mind. The MCU, by the end of Endgame, will have made over $20 billion at the box office, meaning that it would have received for Marvel and Disney over $10 billion in profit, in net gains. So I definitely do not believe that that is the case. Now, over time, maybe, but you would have to start to see, basically, it's like the MCU is all the way up here. DC, unfortunately, is still down here. I'm sorry, it's still playing catch up. Now, if we start to see consistent growth, and the MCU peaks with Endgame and then has a consistent drop-off, at some point you could see a pass-up, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen anytime soon. Let's see. Rogue Baron says, #time's up. Dan Maloney says, I ain't done with MCU after Endgame. Far From Home, though I might be, depends on what path they take. Far From Home is the conclusion of the Infinity Saga in my eyes. Yeah, I think according to them, it's the beginning of Phase 4. But they also said that after Endgame, they're going to try and make it they're going to try to release like the next slate of films. Like they're going to try to basically announce most, if not all, of Phase 4, which kind of could be cool, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. John Spencer O'Neill, welcome to the channel. Let's see. Super Anime Gamer says the script didn't do Brie any favors. Ironically, she was written the worst. The thing that trips me up, though, is Jackson and Mendelsohn were great, while she was bad opinions. Mendelsohn was fine. I mean, I liked his performance, but his character change just I was like, okay, you're bad. You're a great bad guy, and now you're a good guy, family man. That's writing. That's not on him. So I think he did fine, but it's also like, how can you act? Like, how can you perform in that way with such a drastic change that makes no sense? And then Jackson was fine too, but his character just was so emasculated. Like, so again, the writing just sucked. Shut up, Meg. Proper Jeremy says, P.S. I gave you a dislike to provide you encouragement to make even better content than you once did. P.S. as I knew you hadn't seen the Toy Story 3. That's why I hate you, Proper Jeremy, and that's why you are a troll, and that's why I compare you to a venereal disease. Let's see what we got here. So many comments now that everyone's figuring out how to contact me. Let's see. Stephanie says, Odin. Elite Trolls here. I saw. That's why I called him out. Super says, so normies are the only ones who can save comics, but normies will be the sole source of the end of the MCU. Painful. I know. Zaha says, my eyes get Alita big after 5 coffees. I bet. Eric Rhodes, Vox Lux is a bad movie. Don't see it. Yeah, when the critics are going crazy on a movie and the audiences aren't. Let's see. John Early says, because they repeat whatever it takes in the Endgame trailer 4 times, do you believe that might be their battle cry? Could be. Blake Hemlow. Did you notice me from Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers live stream the other night in the live chat? I saw your name. Chris Boitano says, any chance the Russos could develop Captain Marvel into a more well-rounded character in Endgame without pushing some Disney SJW agenda? Yes, the Russos could, for sure. I think the Russos have all the potential in the world to get the best performance and best character out of that character. Now, unless, of course, there is studio involvement. If the studio gets involved, then all bets are off. But if it's just the Russos, based off of their history, based off of every film they've made, which have all been good, I think they can do it. Super says, do you think Captain Marvel would be equally successful if Disney hadn't front-loaded it? Based on the money it's making, yeah. I think front-loading it helped a lot, but based on the money that it's making in all the countries that it's making money in, I think it probably would have been as successful. Maybe not. We won't. Again, we're still waiting on the last of the money to come in. So once we have a final total, I'll be able to break down the numbers a little bit more and be able to give you a more accurate answer. Frank says, I sent your sister Julie pics of us. Nice. Super says, you need to keep both eyes open. Tabby cats are afoot. Super says, Secret Invasion, please explain. So yeah, Super. I'm not a comics expert, but this has been explained to me, and I first heard it from Jeff over at World Class BSers when he was explaining the story. So basically, the Skrulls can shapeshift, right? So there's an invasion angle that happens in the comics where the Skrulls just like invade Earth. But because they can shapeshift, they turn into people, and then they are just, you don't know who they are. So literally, there's several stories of them trying to figure out who is a human and who's a Skrull. Meaning the president could be a Skrull. There are also these things called Super Skrulls, which means that some of the Avengers could be Skrulls, and you just don't know. So that's the reason why. I mean, again, they could have done so much with those characters, and they've ruined it. Think about that. That could have been Phase 4. Phase 4 could have been all about the Skrull invasion. Could have been completely about trying to figure out who's human, who's an Avenger, who is who. And then have this big ending, like seriously. Even if it's just the first half of Phase 4, let that be kind of like your warm-up, and then at the very end, that's when you bring in the new big bad, whoever that's going to be. By that time, you'll have already been able to establish Fox characters, and then you could bring in a huge Fox villain. But, X-Men Fantastic Four villain. But no, they're not going to do that. Why? Because they suck. Justin Tom Ford, just wanted to show some love. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. Means a lot. James Haygoff says, Skrulls is a lazy name derived from skulls. It's as bad as the Slords from swords. Justin Tom says, sorry, I didn't mean financially. I mean like movie quality and general excitement as us fans. Okay, I gotcha. Gannison says, Captain Marvel is Last Jedi for me. Yeah, I know that a lot of people are starting to feel that way about it. John Mann says, I don't understand the logic behind how being powered by a mere single Infinity Gem makes Captain Marvel stronger than a guy wielding all 6 at once. I don't either. It does not make any sense. Which is why I don't think that the Russos are just going to allow her to be stronger. Really. I don't. Because of that very reason. And also, too, I think using the Infinity Stone to create her was stupid. Because you again, they broke canon. They basically, they give that really nice tribute to Stan Lee. And then they crap all over his creation. Because Captain Marvel was one of his creations. The original Captain Marvel. I mean, I know Shazam is I understand that. But as far as like within the Marvel Comics universe. So ruin that character. And also ruin Miss Marvel too. Because Miss Marvel, the way that she gets powers is by having in this explosion her human DNA fuse with Kree. And that's what gives her powers. So to me, that is a much cooler concept. But now it's like, oh, an Infinity Stone gave her powers. And then I'm over here like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure the energy from the Tesseract vaporized people because it was weaponized. And also the last time someone like tried to harness it, they were brought up into like a space portal and then became some kind of wraith in Infinity War. So how is it that all of a sudden a human person gets exposed to all this energy and gets turned into a superhero? That's just so stupid. And then, oh, well, she has Kree blood because of a blood transfusion. Shut up! That's so stupid. God. Is Brie dating Kevin Feige, says Roden Blade. Oh, God. Hope not. Super says, I swear to God, if they announce a Kamala Khan or Ironheart movie, trust me, man, Captain Marvel 2, Kamala Khan is going to be there. I'm just warning you now. It's going to happen, so be ready for it. Sticky V says, I can't see how entities like Lord Chaos or Lady Entropy could ever be portrayed on screen in the MCU. Do you think they will ever happen? I don't know those characters. As I said, I'm not a big comics guy. I like to learn about new things. But it should be interesting to see how they go. Because they do want to go cosmic. And they sound like cosmic characters. I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. Let's see. Super says, okay, cool. I read comics, but I've never related to Marvel. Always a DC purist. Also, I thought we were in Phase 4. Isn't the next phase era Phase 5? No, we're in Phase 3. The end of Phase 3. We're about to enter into Phase 4. I'm pretty sure. Now you have me second guessing myself. Peabody says, we're in Phase 3. We're about to enter into Phase 4. Peabody says, the only one who can save Marvel from Thanos is Captain Fatty Pants. Yes, indeed. Roden Blade, Thanos controls the stone, so can't he control her? See, that's just the thing. They have not really explained anything. So, who knows? Dan Maloney says, it would be funny if Thanos gives Captain Marvel the bubble treatment here. Yeah, that would be cool. Shenglong, thank you for the $10 super chat. All right, guys. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this stream. Shenglong, if you're here, man, I sent out a message over on the Patreon page. So please check your messages and get back to me, because I want to make sure I'm able to take care of all the things you're supposed to be getting as a patron. So again, please go over to Patreon and check your messages and respond to me when you can. But thank you so much again for that super chat. So you know how it goes. Let me go ahead and shout out my patrons real quick. A. Grey Jedi, Adam Shawhan, Albertus Magnus, Aman Yosef Marcos, Delete System 32, Dion, Edward Coleman, Enrique and Evangelista, Entertainment Hacker, Frank the Tank and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Harold Francis, The Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey, Inflamed Wood, Ursa Trap Productions, Jason Clark, Jeffrey Toon, Jonathan Jerembeck, Laura Story, Matthew Kadish, Mr. Peabody and his evil twin, Outpost Dyer, Kyle, thank you again for the painting, appreciate it, Perpetual Punster, Projar Sarif, Proper Jeremy, you suck, Randall J. Hoover, Shenglong, Sir Lance Elato, Theodora, the K-Man, the DJD Show, those two ball guys, Tina B, and Wolfgang Lounge. You're all amazing and beautiful people. Frank says, that's right, my son, Captain Fatty Pants, and Little Miss can save the world. Yes, indeed, they can. Super says, thanks for another awesome stream. Guys, no, seriously, thank you all for being here. I know that a lot of you are going to be heading over to the High Council. It's going to be on the Geeks and Gamers channel tonight. So, will I make an appearance? I don't know. I have not been informed yet, but if I'm invited, of course, I will accept because High Council is awesome. Jeremy is awesome. Go support that channel. Go support all the people over there because they're awesome people. Seriously, guys, you are all amazing. Gannison, thank you so much, man, for the Alita. You know, seriously, I can't wait to find a permanent fixture and spot for Alita, man. Seriously, with the Berserker suit, too. So, let's see. Peabody, Soul Assassin, Tina, Steph, Lando Calrissian, Squids, McCracken, Justin Tom, Ford, Pink, Mark Loseth, Peabody, 8-Bit Snakeboy, Tech Guy, Stephanie B, Rhaegar Targaryen, Gannison, James Hancock, Chris Boitano, Lando, Sticky V, Rhaegar, Zen Waters, Donald Hudson, 8-Bit Snakeboy, NLR, Gothic Nightmares, Lynx Yamaneko, Sticky V, Adam Shawhan, and I think I got everyone. Outpost Dire, awesome. Thank you guys. You're all amazing, beautiful people. Have a wonderful evening. I'm about to go just destroy all this chocolate that was sent to me. Thank you guys. You're all amazing and beautiful people. Have a wonderful evening. And as always, God bless.